What's going on, guys? I got a 2013 F350 and I'm making this video because, well, obviously when I was shopping around for tires, I wanted to get rid of the stock stuff that I had, and really working with a dually, there's not many options. So all the research that I did, these trucks come with a 245/70/17 stock, and I wanted to go at something a little bigger, a little all-terrain, something to give me some more traction, but yet stay away from having to put spacers on my truck. So what I found is these 255/80/17s fit perfect on a stock dually F350, or I believe a Ram 3500 is the same. Chevy I think is different, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, I bought these tires and I got them off Amazon. They're about 300 bucks a piece. I went with some Toyo Open Country AT3s. I love Toyos, they're great tires. It's what I've always put on all my trucks. So when I upgraded, mainly what I was looking for is just a good basic all-around tire. I pull 15,000 pounds with this truck every day. So I know everybody worries about tire squat with the rear tires. So these tires are 10 inches wide. They're about 33 inches tall, so they're about 2 or 3 inches taller than a stock tire, and they're 10 inches wide, like I said. Everybody always worries about the space in between the two tires. When you're towing, obviously the tires have a little squat in them. These have about 80 psi in them, what they're rated at on the tire. And with that 80 psi towing, I've got about 0 squat with these tires. I've got about 3/4 of an inch, it's a 3/4 inch board, of space between the tires. And like I said, I tow every day with this trailer, gooseneck trailers, you name it. And I've got no issues with it. Pulls great, drives just the same as stock truck, the stock Coopers that were on it. And like I said, I made this video because there's not much out there. I spent hours and hours doing research trying to figure out what would work without having to use a rear spacer. Going with a 33/1250 or 35/1250, it's a lot easier. You know, they look better, but you got to run a spacer, which means you got to take both wheels off, put your new tires on, put the inside wheel on, put a spacer in between the two to space the two wheels out from each other. And the only way that I found doing that, the smallest spacer you could run, you got to cut the studs on the truck, and I just don't feel safe doing that. I don't like doing that, especially with putting a lot of weight on the rear end of the truck. So with these tires, it puts the rear edge of the tire almost dead perfect with the edge of the fenders, as you can see. They look great, they fill out the truck, they make it look a lot nicer than stock. And I actually, when I did it, I put a 1-inch spacer up front, 1-inch leveling spacer, so that's what this truck has on it, just a 1-inch spacer and then some new shocks. But other than that, it's stock truck, stock rims, stock wheels. But you can do it. You can run a bigger tire on a stock dually truck, and that's a 255/80/17. Here's another shot of the truck. If you can see, there's the space I have between each wheel. And like I said, this is a 3/4 inch board, and it fits, you know, snugly between them. Never had an issue with rubbing or tire heat or anything like that. Also, so you can just see, that's stock spacing, no spacer. Stock wheels, stock spacing. And yeah, I think it looks a lot better, looks a lot nicer. Fills the truck out a lot better, and keeps you from having to spend money on those spacers and everything that getting into different wheels and everything else like that. If you like the video, hit like, click subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.